about OnlyFans, doesn't it mean that you lie to men to not admit that you're actually empowered by the man seeing your existence and seeing that you're valuable to them, but you ignore it and devalue it and lie about it so that you can't say, I do care about how you care about me, but want a man to care about you? Why come online and lie that everything you do is for men? You just don't want to give them credit for it. You know what's even worse? You will thank your mama for coming out her womb, but you won't thank your daddy for coming out his balls.
Last week on the Untouchables Super Panel.
She got 60 friends that tell her, girl, you fine. She gonna have confidence. But let her go outside and every man say, no, baby, you a foe. That'll humble her motherfucking ass. That's what I mean by women need to know how to talk to men. Because when you talk to me, you gonna get what you gave. Okay? When you stay a nice, sweet, submissive lady and you talk to me, I'm gonna treat you precious like a flower. If you never had a man or a father in your life, you wouldn't know how to deal with a real man. Because let me tell you how real men do. Real men establish law and order. Okay? This is what real men do. If I choose a woman who I'm willing to provide, protect, and even die for, you think I'm not going to give you no rules?
It's time to do.
So we'll start with what we're gonna start. Who we gonna start with? I think we'll start with Skipper first. Okay. So the question,
you were gonna
how
say
you know,
that.
go get you knew I was. You like, please don't skip me.
I swear I knew you were gonna say
I
that.
thought possibly that people were skipping on you when you were younger because the name Skipper, and I wanted to make sure while you was on this show you ain't get skipped over. You know what I'm saying? We was thinking about you. You know, Skipper. We ain't skipping Skipper. You know what I'm saying? So to start the beginning of the segment, are women using filters and makeup for men or themselves?
They're using it for themselves. It's internal. Like he said, it's internal. You don't feel, if you have to go, as a person that just left the gym this morning, if you have to go everywhere with a painted version of yourself, you don't love yourself. You don't feel confident in the way that you wake up. And that's a problem. You need to deal with that internally.
Carl, I'm gonna come back to that one. How about my sister Bella? Are the women doing it for themselves or are they doing it for men?
Some do it for themselves and some do it for men as well. And I'm going to say this because I was taught to fix yourself up and don't leave out the house looking any kind of way. So if you walk out the house, you're supposed to walk out the house presentable. Your first impression is your best impression. Now, some women may have a low self-esteem where they feel like they have to carry themselves in that manner. They have to, I need to fix myself up. I do makeup sometimes for some women. So a lot of women sit in the front of me and a lot of women do, some women do have a low self-esteem about themselves. So I'm going to say this, if you love yourself within first, then what you do on the outside should already show. And I'm going to leave it at that.
Okay. How about my sister Caressa? Are women using filters and makeup for men or themselves?
I would say themselves, especially in today's day and age. A lot of the filters and stuff is used for social media, content creation. So I don't believe it's necessarily for men. Makeup is part of my routine, the same way I'm throwing on my blouse, my pants, my bra, throwing on a little bit of lip gloss too and keeping it moving. So nothing wrong with that.
Everybody's on themselves. Okay.
Because there's no way you're doing it for men if men say they don't like it.
Okay. What'd you say?
There's no way you're doing it for men. Men say they don't like it. Men say they prefer women natural. So you can't be doing it for men. Men say they don't like it.
Oh, okay. Anybody got a rebuttal for that one?
No, I agree. Sis is cooking. Keep on going.
All right. SH. Okay, we go. Okay. Do you think that sisters are using filters and makeup for men or themselves?
Themselves. It's not for men. So
and
sorry.
Can you substantiate, my sister?
because I think Bella hit it on the nail a little bit. But when I think of filters and things of that nature, filters are really to clean up a photo or to like make your skin look great or better. If it is coming from a place, it is internal, and it would be insecurity about how you view yourself. But if it's not coming from a place there, then you putting on a filter is just like a touch up.
Okay. Okay. My sister smelled the roses. Are sisters using filters and makeup for men or themselves?
I think it's for both.
Going to
I
both
do.
route.
I do. I'm sorry. I do. It's for me because I don't want to put on a full face of makeup when I sit down to do every freaking podcast, right? So it gives me a little blend. I don't go crazy with it. You know what I mean? I do my like mascara, and it's just to be like a little bit more punched up, you know? Like, so I guess in that aspect, it's for me. And then like if I do it for like date night, you know, it's for the guy, you know, like if I put on makeup, it's to just like be a little bit more like emphasize for the event, you know, like not, I don't go crazy with it, but just so with the filters, I think it's for both. I think it's for both.
Okay. My brother Jonathan, do you believe that the sisters and women in general are wearing makeup and using filters for men or themselves?
You know, to be honest, I really struggle answering that question because I can't get past the way that man was speaking to her. And I do have to say I'm a little disappointed in the panel in the sense that why am I the most feminist on the panel? But the guy was calling her ugly, calling women ugly, and he was saying women need to know how to talk to a man. Then he went on to say that she doesn't know how to deal with a real man. And I like where the stumbling block came in was what type of real man calls a woman ugly? So I had a difficult time with that.
Did he say ugly or did he say for?
No, he said ugly. And so then therefore I'm the one having to do the Lord's work, come out there, call out men. And you know, this is great because I love when men tell you that they're a real man, because the minute someone tells you that they're something, you can usually believe the opposite. So, so yeah, I wouldn't be too kind with that guy, and I definitely wouldn't give him a lot of credibility. Definitely he's not a real man. But that said, though, I do believe that women are just delivering what we want from them. I go back and ask that guy who he's swiping right on. You know, is he swiping right on the women with makeup or without makeup, right? So if we're telling women to wear makeup and we're telling them to put filters on, but then now we're calling them ugly because they do. Well, I'm not a real man if I'm a hypocrite like that. So, but I'll call it out. I'll be the feminist on the panel here.
So you don't. So before I move on, you don't believe there's a such thing as an ugly woman?
No. Attraction's in the mind.
Jonathan,
attraction is
cook. Jonathan, cook.
That's just not true.
Okay. Well, you know what?
This is bad. This is very bad.
I'm Dutch, right? And so in the Dutch language, we say for every jar, there's a lid, right? I think there's types, and you know, one woman's my type, the other woman's not my type. And I've been checkmated on this panel by Ollie for that. My type is a 5'4" ballerina. She weighs 104 pounds. Her name is Meredith. But that doesn't mean that a woman who I wouldn't find attractive isn't attractive to someone else, right? So yeah, every woman is attractive. Just may not be attractive.
You are
to
beautiful,
everyone.
no matter what.
That was really beautiful.
I think we were talking about the masses type of thing.
But you got to be careful with generalizing, though. You know, like I think the world's in trouble
people make millions of dollars off of generalizing. There's a reason why Cameron Diaz was Cameron Diaz in her day. There's a reason why Britney Spears was Britney Spears in her day. I mean, I get what you're saying about the whole. I get that's nice to say, but in reality, there's actually a mathematical equation to it about the symmetry of your face and all of these things like that goes into quote unquote the laws of attraction. So I mean, I get what you're saying that somebody's attracted to Flavor Flav, but most women aren't. I mean, it's just.
Well, Danny DeVito too. Danny DeVito too. But the thing is, though, is that we all know someone who's physically got a really nice aesthetic, but because their personality is so bad that they just lose attractiveness, right?
I mean, yeah, but this guy was speaking on, because I watched the actual show when she did this. This guy was speaking on, he was responding to comments in a very emotional way, but he was speaking on the fact that there are busted women in the comments that were basically criticizing him. That's what he was speaking on, and he felt that they were beneath him on a looks, appearance, aesthetics type of thing.
Yeah, he should join the whatever podcast or something, because I feel like that's what this is all about, is to get me to hate you, you to hate me to call this woman ugly, that man ugly. That's not what we need. We need to imagine we lived in a world where we walked around telling people that everyone can be attractive to someone, everyone can find a home, find a partner, find connection. Like, what type of world would that be?
Yes,
not this one where we're calling people ugly and saying that you don't know how to deal with the real man because you don't.
Somebody lies. Yeah. Now somebody lies. I don't know who, but I'm telling you, somebody's lying.
And I just want to say, I don't say this just because I'm on a panel full of women. I actually believe this stuff. So,
I believe it was Carmaya and Kiana left. How about I went right, Carmaya? My sister Carmaya. Hopefully you're gonna drop some gems on this one. Are women using filters as makeup for men or for themselves?
So I believe that both can be true, only because women, they're the pick-me's and the women that's out there that are like wanting the attention from men. If they're not confident enough within themselves to just go naturally without any makeup or weave or whatever, then they're going to put it on, one, to give them the confidence, and then two, to attract the men that they're trying to attract. A lot of men sometimes don't know that the women that are wearing makeup are actually wearing the makeup until they wake up the next morning and next to them in the bed, and they're like, who the hell are you, Jim? So I think both of them can be true at the same time. It's just the catch-22 to it is that, what was it? Skipper was saying, men are telling us they don't want the makeup, but they are not understanding that when they remove the makeup, then they may see some unappealing ass shit. So I just think it could be both true.
So you doing the both answer too. How about you, Kiana? Do you think? Do you believe that women are using filters for makeup and makeup for men or for themselves?
I kind of feel what she was saying. It's definitely for both. Kind of depends, like a woman who is aligned and stable internally. She's gonna pick and choose, when it's necessary to wear that makeup. But a woman who is insecure, a lot of these women are doing it for other women as well, just to competition stuff and insecurities. But those women are gonna put it on for their own insecurities, to look better because they don't feel, stable within themselves.
But if y'all all had to pick an answer, you would say yourselves before the man, right? Not the man before the woman, right?
Yeah, definitely the self part is the first thing they address, and then it's like, oh yeah, I want to be a baddie. I want to, present myself like this in front of men.
Okay. Do you believe that women are using filters and makeup for men or for themselves?
Mr. Jonathan is right.
My brother.
Every woman has somebody that is attracted to her. And for ugly woman, there's an ugly man. Two people can like each other because they usually can afford more. It's like me living on a house of, like, the three piggies. Like, one build out of wood, another build a house of brick. Like, most people build the brick house, they just didn't have it, right? So for the most part, I actually agree with Jonathan. Every woman is beautiful. Um, that clearly is not contributing to their delusion. um, there's a $1 trillion industry called cosmetics and beauty because all of them are beautiful to the point where they spend literally $1 trillion try to change their face into something that is not. So I would agree it's for them. It's not for a man because, and this is actually a great debate point from Skipper. Men keep saying they don't like it. So if they don't like it, how could that ever be for men? Because woman, like men don't lie about what they like. Women don't lie about what they like. Like everybody telling the truth. So yes, Skipper is right, but we can hurt woman feelings. So Jonathan is even more right because everybody right, just like everybody beautiful, everybody right. Nobody can be wrong. And if you say you're wrong, you should go to the whatever podcast because okay, make sure like let's make sure that we don't hurt nobody feelings. Before we end the show, we are going to sing a song together. Okay, I don't know who sings it, but there's the one that says you're beautiful is true, I
James Blunt.
saw your face.
James Blunt.
Yes, we're going to sing that so we can bring everybody together and make sure that the people that have problems in the face department don't feel bad about themselves. Okay. Any
Can,
more?
can
Go
I
ahead.
add to that? Because
Absolutely.
like if we want to tell women they're unattractive, then please give me license to do a tour across the United States so I can tell a bunch of 13-year-old girls that you're attractive, you're not attractive.
Wait.
No one's going to let me do that. No one's going to
So
let me do that
okay,
because
so
it would just
let's do this, right?
that is damaging.
So
They're
but
not
That's
gonna
who we're
help me
talking
though.
to.
yeah. So let's do this, right? So for example, for modeling, usually women start their careers very early. It's like sports, right? You need to start very early to be very good at it, right? So if a woman comes into a model agency and she looks like the Hunchback of Notre Dame or like the guy from 300 that couldn't go to the army because he was too like he was right, should we tell her, baby, just go to school and learn philosophy or math because you're not going to be a model? Or should we gaslight her and say, no, don't worry, Quasimodo, because Quasimodo is the name of the Corcundo, the Hunchback of Notre Dame. Quasimodo, don't worry about it. You can make it. You're going to be a Victoria's Secret model. Like, what should we do to that girl? Should we break her heart so she can cry now but be happy later? Or should we lie to her so she can smile now but cry for the rest of her life? What should we do, Mr. Chosen?
You're not.
Wait, what you want to say to me, SH? The
Yeah,
host
I'm saying
doing
you're
the
not.
most?
Yeah, Mr. Fat. You listening,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Fat?
Yes,
You
just a
are
guess.
not. You're not gonna sit there and just gaslight somebody. What you're doing is you're teaching a young woman to find beauty in herself. So let's take it away a young girl that you don't know. Make it your kid. Talk about it as if it's your own child and they look like Quasimodo and or they don't fit the beauty standard. You would not tell your son or your daughter, you listen, you ugly. You show is ugly. But
Yes, I would. I would actually say you ugly and you didn't got this shit from me. It's your
and
mama.
is that damaging? Yes or no?
If he's your it's definitely not for me. It's definitely your mother. Them like damaging a friends.
Fight
Life,
back,
li-
ape
li-
essay. Fight back.
life is pain. If I'm lying to you about your most valuable asset, I'm created the brand of delusional woman that is going to ruin their life because they think they are Cinderella. We are creating a bunch of Cinderellas by gaslighting them, saying they are princesses, saying they and Beyonce are valued the same. And then when time comes and Beyonce gets the billionaire and the pretty girl gets the it guy, but you are literally fawning by these people and you don't get him, then you blame society and blame the man and blame all these people for gaslighting her into actually thinking she's better than she is. What's wrong with telling the truth? 1 second, please. What's wrong with telling the truth to a ugly boy called Fatty that he will never be Mr. Olympia? What's the problem with that?
Okay,
Like, what's
one.
the problem telling the fat dude, sir, you are not a bodybuilder. Stop drinking milk with chocolate and go to the gym. Like, what is wrong with making a right assessment to a person that clearly in front of you that probably everybody look at it and says, I don't know about that. Like, what's the problem with that? Like, if is Flavor, by the way, is Flavor attractive?
He's fine to somebody.
Now I'm asking you,
What I,
Susan
what I,
Hogwarts. I don't know her name, friends. It's not Susan Hogwarts, okay? SH, is Flavor attractive for you?
there was one episode where I was like, oh, he all right.
And what about the other 99 episodes? What now? There was one episode, but he was alright. What about the other one?
You're making me forget what I wanted to say, Fatty.
Yeah, but you have to answer to my question instead of guess. See, this is the gaslighting part, right?
I do not
Hey, Kermaya, do you see the gaslighting parts? Was he on one day? It's like
be nice.
it's like people asking me if
Whoopi Goldberg.
No, Whoopi Goldberg was kind of okay when she was younger, right? But let's go. Hey, let
the girl off Ghostbusters.
Now it's like people ask me if Ellen DeGeneres is sexy.
Leslie Jones.
It's like
to
people
Portia
asking
de
me-
Rossi, Ellen Jones is sexy. This is the whole point, Fatty.
It's
but
like
you don't need to go around telling people that they're ugly.
No,
There's nicer ways to say
I
it.
didn't know there was not.
Wait, I didn't get my point across.
Like,
I
you can just
think-
say nothing. Like, I don't need to go around and say
one
to
second,
someone
friends.
your voice
We're
is
not
beautiful.
talking. We're not talking about people giving unsolicited advice. I don't need to be people.
That was exactly what you said.
I don't need no.
Fatty,
one
I
second.
gotta
I
check
don't
me
need
and
people
call
to
you
be
out on it. You
walking
literally
around
just said
me.
you got to go tell the fat guy not to drink chocolate.
No,
milk.
but there's the point.
Exactly
Only
what you
if-
just said.
No, only
Checkmate.
if there's. See, you are mistreating the fat guy. This is proof that you actually like you don't love like people the way that you do. Because if I look like Idris Elba, everybody would shut the fuck up and let me talk. That's right. Okay, so let the guy with the chocolate milk talk. This is the thing. I'm not talking about people just being mean for no reason, right? You're not going to go out of your way and tell the person that they are like that. But if my son is 17 and he's 4'11" and he's like, Dad, I want to go to the NBA, Dad, right?
I'm calling you out. I'm so sick of these people. You know,
I have to have a serious talk with him about how my loved son, the most important person in the planet, needs to pick up a shovel and get some potatoes off the floor because you're never going to be an NBA player. You are wasting your life. You are 4'11". What is wrong? And that's physical. There's something that is physical. What's the problem with telling a woman that she's challenging the face?
But the problem is sometimes it's not what you say, it's how you say it. There's a way that you can tell someone that, hey, this may not necessarily be for you without damaging their self-esteem.
How would you tell my son, Carissa, that came from my balls? You are going to tell him you are going, because I don't have the tone. You see what I'm saying? I am a mean person. And I say, Carissa, I need you to talk with my little daughter, okay? She's a little bit ugly, but you're going to tell her that. How would you go about it? What will be the tone that you'll tell her? And don't let her mama hear you, because probably y'all going to fight. Like, what will be, like, how would you tell her?
Okay. So I would tell her that modeling is very competitive and I would explore other interests of hers. Are you into maybe singing? What are some of your other talents? Because I'm sure she has other talents other than modeling. So sometimes it's not what you say, it's how you say, and find an alternative to the problem.
So you say she has a face for radio. Mommy, are you telling me I'm ugly? Why are you asking about my voice? I want to be a model.
You said it, I didn't.
You see what I'm talking
my baby
about?
gonna be the first ugly model. Fuck is we talking about? We going to get in there.
And this is why men are the disciplinarians, because y'all can't say, like, y'all really, like, I'm sorry. Men are their daughters and women are their sons. Cause men pamper these little princesses to the most degree, and woman, I'm sorry, man. The world is all effed up because people think all like dumb people think they should give opinions about everything. Ugly people think they are pretty. Poor people act like they're rich. Like, why are we cosplaying about shit that we are not? Like everybody not look like me, and it's fine. Next life, reincarnation and shit. Like, why do you crave? If all these people have so much self-esteem, why do I need to lie to you? Nothing would affect you, right? If you make putting makeup for you and you think you're the shit and you think nobody can come in and say, hey fatty, you short. I know I'm not. Your opinion is not going to change it. So why would me telling a woman that she looks like, again, I don't want to put names out there, why would that be a problematic? Like, why would that, you see what I'm saying? Like, why would that problematic if your confidence comes from yourself and not from what the people think about you?
We don't all have the same self-esteem. Some of us are more secure than others. So you don't know how that person will receive that message. So that's why I'm saying it's how you say, not necessarily what you say. Someone like myself, this is my third stream this week. Every stream I'm on, I am the self-proclaimed plus size baddie. Every day I'm having to hear that I need to lose 20 to 30 pounds. But guess what? I'm unbothered by that. I'm unaffected by that.
Clock
That
it.
doesn't bother me. However, someone else in my situation, they may have an issue with that, and that may be damaging to them. So that's what I'm saying. It's all about the approach. There's nothing wrong with being honest, but just be mindful of your approach. Yesterday in one stream, someone told me I look like Lizzo that ate Lizzo. Oh, and I'm like, all right, I know I need to lose a few pounds, but it's what you say. It's not, it's how you say it. It's not what you say.
Yeah,
So I guess I'm gonna have to be the villain on this one, right? It's funny y'all talk about delivery, but we hear sisters talk about broke men, dusty men, short men, little pee-pee men every single day. But when it comes to the sisters, now we gotta watch our delivery. Does the man? And is this mental health month still? Is this man's mental health month? Why do we have to care about your feelings, but you don't have to care about the man's feelings? And I even got to the truth about how y'all use your beauty as well too. But why don't you watch your delivery when you call the men broke and you call the men sassy, you call the men itches, you telling men that who asking them who hurt them? Y'all don't care about your delivery when it comes with having conversations with a man. So why should we care about your feelings? And why does the delivery matter when it's time to talk to a sister, especially when we telling her the truth?
Are you a leader or a follower?
Oh no, I didn't ask that. That you moved the goalpost with that one. We got a button for that one too. Okay. See, let me see where that button is, Skipper. I gotta find it. Hey, Patty, here we go.
Time to move the goalpost again. On three, fellas. 1, 2, 3, push.
Ollie, it's because men are
I'm
supposed
gonna write
to
it.
change.
Hold on, Jonathan. I'm gonna write that in a note. My leader for that's not what we're talking about right now. Okay. So again, if delivery is so important, especially when y'all were just talking about your sons, why doesn't it matter when he becomes a grown man? So y'all said you shouldn't tell your son he'll never make it to the NBA when he's 4'11". What age? Excuse me, I'm not gonna do that. Fatty been teaching me. Why is it delivery doesn't matter when you tell a grown man that, but you watch it when you talk to a woman, you say it to a little girl, and you talk to your little son? Why doesn't delivery matter for a man?
I think
now you Jonathan, no, Jonathan. Oh no, not
I don't
yet.
mind jumping in.
I know.
I'm not saying the delivery doesn't matter, but your delivery shouldn't rely on me because you're the leader. If I'm following your lead and your delivery is always well thought out, if your delivery is always leading with kindness, then I can follow that lead. And so that's the point that I was making.
So your man shouldn't get more respect and affirmations from the woman that he's with and from his family. Then the man doesn't deserve affirmations. Like, why am I with you? If you don't watch your mouth when you talk to me, you're telling me I should watch my mouth and talk in the way that I talk to you.
No, I'm saying the way that in which you talk to her is going to reflect how she talks to you, or at least it should, because you're the leader.
No, you flipped it. No, you flipped it. And by the way, we weren't talking about a relationship. So let's throw a relationship. See, sisters, y'all love moving the goalposts when it comes to how you should speak to us and how we should talk to you. We ain't talking about marriage yet, and we're not talking about relationships yet. Why are we so quick to tell a man how he should talk to a woman, especially when she's not his? And men don't deliberately just come out disrespecting women either. Why do you watch your delivery and how you sweet talk your children, your daughters and little boys, but you don't watch how you talk to men. Why don't we respect and value men the way we're asking men to value women and children when we speak to them?
Oh, see, I can't answer that question then, because I lead with respect. So if a man, usually men approach me with respect, so I then give back respect. That's just what it is.
You see, you change your answer now. That's not a Skipper. You can't do that. You just told me I'm the leader, not the follower. Now you switch it, and I can't answer to that. You answered it initially. You see what you did?
I was thinking of a matter because you just threw out the relationship aspect of it. So even in general, if a man approaches with respect, he should get respect. Now, for those that respond with all of that extra stuff, then I ain't got nothing to say about them. That's why I wasn't upset when, is his name Mr. Chosen, when he said about how the guy was responding to Kendra. I'm gonna keep responding that way because the women were being disrespectful in the comments. So I understood why he was responding that way. It was a little emotional, to be honest, but I understand why he responded that way, because he was being disrespected.
It's kind of crazy, though, that a man who should lead is responding disrespectfully just because he's being disrespected. Like, a man doesn't ever need to be disrespectful. That's the whole point. And I think that's where Skipper was trying to go, but she didn't quite land the plane.
Yeah, like you could just
As
either
men, we have a choice, like, irrespective of what women do, we can show up in the world the way we want to show up, right? So, and
I
just
believe anytime a man's being
question,
disrespected, he just leaves. Just exit the situation.
Well, that's not. Let me answer your question.
Hold on.
I gotta answer your question.
No, Jonathan, no, you moved to go. No, we were not talking about anybody being disrespected. We were talking about how you speak to a man when you want to possibly tell him the truth or tell him about himself. We're supposed to watch our mouth and how we talk to women and children, and we're supposed to give them affirmations and not tell them anything that may make them doubt themselves. Why don't we practice the same thing with the men who are the ones who's taking care of everybody? Why do we not practice that with men, but we practice it with everybody else? Nobody talked about disrespect. So my sister Skipper moved the goalpost twice, and then you helped her move the goalpost to disrespect, but we were talking about disrespect.
Granted, and I was going to answer your question. The reason being, and in case you didn't get the memo, is that men are expected to change, and we're expected to change how we speak to women, but that expectation doesn't get given to women as often. Or heard
no. So one thing I want to point out: women said that they do this for themselves. They do the makeup and filters for themselves. Okay. Then when we speak to a woman, we're supposed to watch our delivery, especially when we try to tell them the truth. Okay. If y'all want to do this and move the goalpost all the way to this side, what should a woman do for a man to demonstrate to him that she wants him to be attracted to her?
She should have patience as he changes and talks to her better.
No.
Can you repeat the question? I'm sorry.
So y'all right now we're having a disingenuous conversation, right?
No,
because everybody.
hold
on, Mr. Chosen. She asked me to repeat the question, right? Ladies first, right? Even though we're not on ladies first, right? Y'all said you don't wear makeup and use filters for the attraction of men, right? But we all we see each other visually first. Ain't nobody being kind to you and sweet to you, and that's what you attracted to first. You're attracted to what you see. What do women do to attract men?
What do women do to attract men? I think he just has to be attracted to you. I mean, I don't understand what you mean. Like a person that they never met.
BBL.
My kids are calling me.
This is going to get. We're getting more clarity. We're getting more clarity in what y'all actually say you do and what it is you actually do, right? Because you're not going to tell men the truth for some reason. Can a sister on the panel tell us what a woman does to get the attraction of men?
Like I was saying earlier,
push-up bras.
Puts on the makeup. She puts on, she puts herself. She appears in a way that she feels will attract the man to her. So whether that's the makeup, the hair, making it longer. So because a lot of women got the nappy hair. They don't want to wear the froze. They don't want to wear the natural. So they put on the wigs and they make it all curly. They dress themselves up. They make them smell good. Put on the little dangly jewelry. You know what I'm saying? Like they do a lot on the outer end of it to attract them.
Does anybody agree? So Skipper went to damn Aura. Skipper.
I do think it's your energy. I think it's your energy.
Okay, go ahead.
I do think it's your energy, because I think you can be as good, you can look as bad as you want to, but if you have a nasty disposition about yourself, the man is not going to be attracted to you. Well, at least not for real. At least beyond just aesthetic. So,
well, that's exactly what's happening right now in the society. That's why we have a woman and man war going on right now.
Wait,
because
so attractive.
they're not using their energy. They're not fixing themselves. They're not doing any of that. They're literally only fixing the outside. And
Fatty. Oh,
tummy
go ahead.
and
Just to make sure.
the little fupa holders.
Fupa holders.
They stomach
Hey, watch your mouth, Kermaya.
I'm just saying. I was like, hey, okay.
Leave my fupa alone.
She said fupa holder. That's hilarious. I love that fupa holder.
You know, the body shapers, they do all of that so that they can appear a certain way to men because they're trying to hide the aura and the facade, and they put on a facade and they're trying to hide the energy that they really come with. Once the men actually sit down with them for a certain amount of time, the women start talking, they start revealing who they really are. And that's where the energy comes in. And then a lot of times men end up talking bad about them because like, I don't want to deal with somebody that's combative. I don't want to deal with somebody that's not going to be respectful.
Absolutely. But Carmaya, so I need you to pick a side too, because you said earlier they do it for themselves, right? So
I said both earlier.
But so
their confidence, but eventually it's coming down to who they're trying to attract.
Do you think women would do butt alterations, breast alterations, face alterations, everything alterations if men weren't walking on this earth?
No.
Any ladies?
Probably not.
Ladies,
no.
Is that contradicting y'all answers? If y'all knew if men weren't walking on this earth, you wouldn't care about your ass. You wouldn't care about that cleavage. You wouldn't care about your breasts. You wouldn't care about your weight. You wouldn't care about makeup. You wouldn't care about filters. You wouldn't care about social media. You wouldn't care about OnlyFans. Doesn't it mean that you lie to men to not admit that you're actually empowered by the man seeing your existence and seeing that you're valuable to them, but you ignore it and devalue it and lie about it so that you can't say, I do care about how you care about me, but want a man to care about you? Why come online and lie that everything you do is for men? You just don't want to give them credit for it. You know what's even worse? You will thank your mama for coming out her womb, but you won't thank your daddy for coming out his balls.
If Jesus can't save these hoes, why are you trying? What make you think you greater than Jesus, nigga?
What do you think it is that attracts you to like toxic energy?
I think they just seem really exciting at first. The chemistry is incredible.
Catch the full video only on YouTube.